What's up, interwebs? My name is Cravol, and let's have a talk. Feels like ages since I've said that intro. That was supposed to be like the Saturday vlog intro, and then I never used it. But none of you care, so let's keep going. So Hearthstone is supposedly going to be doing 3 expansions a year at this point. And at this point, one of my friends was kind of talking to me, and he thought it was interesting that there's been nothing on the next one yet. And when is that one going to come out? And what is it going to be? So I'm going to give some predictions, some thoughts on that. Uh, yes. And if I'm right on any of these, I can brag to people. So good stuff. So starting with the basics, when they said they were going to be doing 3 a year, if I'm correct, what they said is they're going to be doing card expansion, adventure card expansion. So this next one should be another adventure style thing, hopefully. But of course, we also have the question of what is it going to be about and when is it going to come out? That almost rhymed, so close. So when it's going to come out, I feel like at this point, if they're doing 3 a year, I think this one is going to show up at the end of summer, because then that leaves room for the next one and the last one this year around BlizzCon, which is just a pretty good time for Blizzard to be releasing something, I feel like. So, I feel like that's how that one's going to come out, how that one's going to happen. But then, as to what it's going to be about, I mean, there's really no way of knowing, right? But I'm gonna say it now. I bet that this next one is going to be a either a redone dungeon, and I'll explain that in a moment, or it's going to be a kind of a jump back to something else, and I'll explain that in a moment too. So with redone dungeon, I'm kind of thinking like the Karazhan theme. So Karazhan in World of Warcraft is, I mean, all of those characters that you're interacting with in Hearthstone, by the point that you deal with them in World of Warcraft, they are ghosts. They're dead. Um, and so the Hearthstone one is kind of like a how did we get here scenario. So I'm kind of thinking that a different perspective on a dungeon that is in Warcraft would be a good thing to keep doing. Um, I don't know, and I feel like that's something that Blizzard might do, so we'll see, we'll see. The other one is taking sort of a dungeon or a concept from previously that was in Hearthstone, so like, think Explorers League or Naxxramas or something, and completely redoing it, completely revamping it, and doing it that way. And I feel like there's a lot of potential for that as well. Um, But yeah, at this point, just because I made those two generic, you know, predictions, probably what they're gonna do is something that just I could have never predicted. They're gonna do like something that's all original characters in Hearthstone or something. I don't even know. But yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. We'll see. We'll see. Either way, I am not in too big of a rush for it right now. Honestly, I really like where Hearthstone's at right now. I really like the meta. And yeah, I don't have any huge complaints. Let me know what your guys' predictions are, what you guys think about that down in the comments below. And yes, have a good one. Toodles.